Ooh, yeah! Did it! What's up, everybody? Peter Joseph here for a Monday evening video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. Ooh, yeah! Nah! Thank you all for watching. I had to do the Macho Man, so I want wearing a Macho Man shirt, so why not? So anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, inside of my pants, otherwise known as the description box below, on this channel and my other 4 main channels, which are down there, you know where. Don't forget to friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, if you're real. If you're not, you seriously need help. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet, but most importantly, tap and slap that bell, and you know what to do with it. Tap the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing, and if you do, well, you're SOL, and we all know what that means. Ha ha ha! That's it. You miss it, you miss it. And that's too bad for you. And that's that. Alright, this is your first time watching. Welcome to the party, pal! I hope you enjoy the ride, and if not, you can hop off and go fuck yourself. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. Alright, hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a up and down weekend. It was pretty, pretty up and down. Yesterday was kind of, bumpy, but, got through it with the rain and everything. But today was, another good day of work. Got the money, and everything. And nice hot day. Another hot, humid day. It's going to get up to 90 by Wednesday. It's supposed to rain today. I don't think it might rain a little bit later. I don't know yet, but it's going to get hot again by the midweek and then kind of cool off a little bit. It's July. It's summer. It's going to get hot. But thankfully, hasn't been that hot, lately. It's been humid. It's, heat and, feels like 105 at times, during the day on various days. But, gotta get through it, drink your fluids and everything. I got my drink over there. I won't get it yet, but we're getting through it. We're almost in the middle of summer right now. We got a couple more weeks until the dog days of August, and then pretty soon the summer will be over, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready, gear up. If you're taking your vacation now or in the next month or so, be safe wherever you may go, and that's pretty much it. This is my final week on YouTube. People are like, yay! But, I'm going to be finally taking my mental break and my semi-vacation. And, I'm going to be off on Sunday. Well, actually, after Saturday night, when I do Collision, I will be off for 2 weeks. I will be back July the 30th with my Great American Bash predictions and hopefully review. We'll see how that goes. And then we're going to go straight through August with SummerSlam predictions, all in and all out predictions and review for those great pay-per-views. Death Before Dishonor next Friday. I will probably put something up on Twitter about the pay-per-view. I will be watching it. While I'm watching SmackDown and Rampage that night, I will be watching... I will watch some of Death Before Dishonor after Rampage goes off the air. I'll go into probably the end of Death Before Dishonor, or just watch the replay either late next Friday night or early Saturday, and then I'll write up my review on Twitter so you can all see it. I will be still active on social media, but as far as YouTube goes, I will not. I might chime in with a quick community post, just that I'm still alive and everything, and I'll be back with all that. I know there's an In This Moment video coming out on Tuesday called The Purge, and I will put up the video on that Tuesday for all you great metalheads to watch, because the prophecy will be purged on Tuesday. That's why I put up the community post on this very channel. And with the new logo, I hope everybody likes the new logo. And if not, well, that's too bad for you. But, things are changing on the channel, and on my various other channels will be changing pretty soon. With that, going into the second half of this year, lots of new stuff coming, hopefully, and, it's going to be a new Peter Joseph, a new Peter Joseph look and feel. We're just going to think positively and go forward and just not let anything bother us anymore, because that ship is come and gone, and, it's just time to keep going regardless of anything, what people say and do and think and do. I personally don't care anymore. I'm just gonna keep going to do what I do, my normal life and on here, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So as of Saturday night, I will be off YouTube for a couple weeks to get my mental health right and recharge eventually, because I've been going non-stop for a long time and I kind of need a break for a little bit. So I will be on break for 2 weeks with no videos at all, maybe a couple community posts here and there. I may be on Issa's chat once in a while. Probably on the Blood and Guts episode, I will just say hi here and there. Just saying I'm on my break now. I hope everybody's good in the chat. And I might chime in here and there during the show, but most of the time I will not be on Issa's chat. Just gonna leave YouTube alone for a while. I will still watch, various other people that I'm sub to. And that's pretty much it, and I will comment if I want to on their videos, because I have a right to do that. But as far as anything else, I personally don't care. So that's pretty much it. So 2 weeks off coming up. So the rest of July I will be off on my semi-vacation and my mental health break, and I will be back July the 30th, and we will go full steam ahead, going into August, going into Labor Day, going into Halloween, and through the rest of this year, non-stop. Because we can't be stopped. And that's pretty much it. And like I said, next Tuesday, the prophecy and your motto will be purged. And it's going to be fucking epic. And that's all I got to say about that. That new In This Moment song called The Purge, I already heard it in its entirety, in the studio version and the live version. It is epic. And a new song called Sacrifice. Woo! That new In This Moment album is going to make your ears bleed and your brain explode. I am telling you right now. I've heard both songs in its entirety. They are epic. And if you don't like it, well, fuck you, man. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, we got Raw coming up in a little bit. Ricochet and Logan Paul are gonna have a segment, a face-off, if you will. Setting up their match for SummerSlam, most likely. Cody Rhodes has a nightmare, per se, for Brock Lesnar. Nobody cares about that. We're supposed to get Becky Lynch and Zoe Stark, but Becky has an injury and they scrap that match unless Becky gets cleared and they actually do the match. Cards subject to change, per Vince McMahon. So we'll see what happens with that, and a whole lot more tonight on Monday Night Raw. I believe it's from Buffalo, New York, Gene. And that's pretty much it. So it should be a good show, and we'll see what happens with that in about 15 minutes from now. But as of right now, on this video, it is time for your late and out-of-date, well, really so far out-of-date, Rampage review! And this is coming from the July 8th edition of Rampage, episode 100! So, congratulations to Rampage for 100 episodes. Some good, some bad, some not so good, but they got to 100. And now August 2nd is the 200th edition of Dynamite in its 4-year history. That's pretty damn good. Getting close to that 4-year history in October, actually, for Dynamite. So, that's pretty good, you know. And we move on. Alright, so, Rampage 100 was a meh show. Nothing great coming out of it. But we move on. We're in Regina, Saskatchewan, and our commentary team of Excalibur, the man behind the mask. We had Chris Jericho and the legend himself, Tony Baloney Schiavone. Alright, so we start off with a pretty decent match. Not a banger per se, but pretty good match. We had the Hung Bucks of the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and the Cowboy, Hangman Adam Page, who's about to do some cowboy shit. They take on the Dark Order of Evil Uno and the Beaver Boys, Johnny Hungy, and my good friend Alex Reynolds. They're still going at it. If we saw what happened on Dynamite last Wednesday, where Adam Page was about to cave in Claudio Castagnoli's skull, and then the Dark Order stopped him. And then what wasn't shown was them arguing, and then the Dark Order leaving, and then the Elite, staying in the ring and everything. So this little feud between all parties continues on. And we'll see what happens with that. Dark Order are kind of pissed off at Adam Page for, you're hanging out with the Bucks now. And not like, oh, we were your friends, what's up with that, And we'll see what happens with that. We saw this match, I think, last week. I think it was on Rampage, or I think it was on Dynamite or Rampage, I forgot what it was. And really, Johnny Hungy was really laying into freaking Adam Page, stiff shots. Did the same thing again in this match. Back and forth they went. Almost 14-minute match. We're getting to the end, and Adam Page and Evil Uno slug it out until the Bucks come back in the clean house with some super kick party. Forget that, as always. You can't go without super kicks in a Bucks match. Come on. Anyway, the Hangman can't bring himself to hit the buckshot lariat on Evil Uno, so the Bucks dive onto the rest of the Beaver Boys, and then Takeshita comes out for a distraction, which allows Claudio to hit one hell of an uppercut, tiger uppercut, on the Hangman, and then Evil Uno looks around and is like, what the fuck, what happened? And then he sees Adam Page down for the count, and he goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The Dark Order beat the Hung Bucks. That's something you don't see every day. So, thanks to Takeshita and Claudio, part of the Blackpool Cuck Club, they get the win and continues the storyline with the Elite and the Elite and the Blackpool Cuck Club heading into Blood and Guts next Wednesday night in Boston, Massachusetts. We'll find out the mystery partners on Wednesday night. Don't know who is going to be for the Elite. I mean, Kenny said that he recruited somebody while in Canada, or was it? I think it was in Canada, not Japan. So I don't know who that could be. Not Lance Storm, I don't think so. But probably some guy from Canada. Then again, who knows? Because they will, but I think they're in Calgary this week. No, they're in New Jersey this week because of the Prudential Center show. That's where Blood and Guts. No, the week before. I mean, this week is in the Prudential Center. Next week is in Boston. So, but Collision will be finishing up their Canadian tour on Saturday, along with Battle of the Belt 7 coming your way. So don't forget to take that if you're watching it. But in any case, we'll see what happens with that and who the Blackpool Cup Club get as their partner. I think it might be Don Callis, but who knows at this point. But we'll see. Could be Shota Umino. Could be somebody else. Who knows? Alright, but anyway, in this match, the Dark Order get the win thanks to the Blackpool Cup Club. And they get the match 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. After match, Kenny comes out to clear the ring with a chair. And then he did what we didn't see, he cut a promo saying that I have a good friend that I recruited here in Canada, not Japan. So it's not, I doubt it's Ibushi. Then again, who knows? We'll find out Wednesday. And that's pretty much it. And we move on with that. So 3.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to a segment with QTV with the lovely Harley Cameron, my girl Danielle. What I would do to her. Anyway, they're kind of clueless, and Danielle thinking she'll make a cute couple with Anthony Bowens. We're still going on with that. He's gay! Anyway, but in a related story, Johnny TV, John Hennigan, Johnny Mundo, whatever you want to call him, doesn't like Max Caster's music. I think we know where we're going with that. I like country music. I like country girls. I like Willie Nelson. And don't forget about Pearl. There's only one thing that I hate, and it's a bunch of crap. I hate rap. Pretty much. But didn't you do rap videos with The Miz there, Mr. Hennigan? Sound like a hypocrite to me. But, I mean, it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with that situation as we move on. So I get that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, back to action we go with the Blind Eliminator Tag Team Tournament continue on. We had Matt Hardy, Fat Marty, and Double J, Jeff Jarrett, J-E, double F, J-A, or E-double-T, teaming up in this Battle Bowl-like tournament. They take on the Dancing Fool, Daniel Garcia, and the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. They're a team. So, like I said, this Eliminator tournament is like Battle Bowl from Starrcade 93. Friends and enemies can team up. Enemies can team up with them, other enemies. It's just weird. So Garcia and Sammy, former JAS people, they're teaming up against Matt Hardy and Jeff Jarrett, who don't like each other, but they got a team. But in the end, it was okay. We had a Black Machismo, yeah, Jay Lethal. He was out there with Sanjay Dutt, the original player from the Himalaya, Satnam Singh, big, tall, fat, not fat, but big, tall guy, and Karen Jarrett, the original Karen, there. They get involved, and they try for distraction, even though Matt Hardy had everything in control. So the guitar gets slid in, and then Matt is sent into Jay Lethal by accident. Oops! Which is out the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, to hit the Go to Hell on Matt, and then Garcia tagged in, unbeknownst to, Sammy's like, oh, damn it! He wanted to get the pin, but Garcia, being a prick, stole the pin from him, and they get the win to move on in the tournament. And that's all I can say about that. So, match was alright, gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but, I guess the feud between Jarrett and the Hardys and Brother Zay continues on and everything. Speaking of Brother Zay, he comes out after a beatdown, tries to save Matt Hardy. That don't work. And then Ethan Page comes out to make the actual save. So that situation continues on. And we'll see what happens with that. Maybe we move on. Alright, then we get a video what happened on Collision, or with this coming week on Collision, which we all know
ones like you working
what happened,
to keep things running.
God damn it. Stupid ads on my computer, pissing me off. I mean, it is what it is, and that's that. Alright, so we get that. Anyway. And then after that, we go to the death slot for the women. We have Hikaru Shida taking on Marina Shafir. 3.5 minute suckfest. Did I say 3.5 minutes? Yes, I did. Easy match for Shida. She wins with the just a Falcon Arrow for a near fall. Then she finishes off Marina Shafir with a katana, not the katana blade, but the katana finisher move. 3.5 minute match. I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. Big win for Shida. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. Speaking of more women, we have Chris Statlander wearing some weird ass fuck visor or sunglasses, whatever the fuck it was. She wants to be a fighting champion, and she'll face anyone, anywhere. She is the defeater of the undefeated. Nice name for a shirt. She says, "Stat is where it's at." Okay. So we'll see what happens with Chris Statlander and the TBS title coming up in the future. That's pretty much it. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. We move on. Then we get to your main event of the evening, another blind eliminator tag tournament match. We have Trent Beretta and Matt Sydal, two people that rarely tag, but they team up against the Machine, Brian Cage, and Big Cass. That's a mean-ass fuck team. Big Cass and Brian Cage. It was a pretty decent match. Sydal using his speed, Trent with his power, kind of giving, Brian Cage and Big Cass some fits. But we get near the end, and Cass and Cage close on each other by mistake. Cage comes back with a discus lariat to Trent. Matt Sydal ducks another discus lariat, but goes for the top rope Meteora. It's blocked. Trent then hits a release German superplex on Brian Cage. Then as a pile driver, setting up a top rope Meteora from Matt Sydal for a near fall. Then they go outside, go back in. Big Cass runs over both of them, and then we get the powerbomb clothesline combo on Sydal. 1, 2, 3, finishes them off. Match was okay. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. So Brian Cage and Big Cass move on. They will face Adam Cole, baby, and MJF, Better Than You, baby, this Wednesday night in the semifinals. That's a little bit tough for those great men named Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker and Adam Cole, baby. So we'll see what happens with that. I still think Adam Cole and MJF will win the tournament, win the tag team belts in probably a couple weeks, and then turn on each other when they lose the belts, and then we'll get MJF, Adam Cole 2, most likely at All In. But then, who knows? We'll see what happens with that. And that's it. Alright, so it was a pretty decent edition of Rampage 100. It was an okay show, and ratings didn't really matter. SmackDown did an amazing rating, almost a 2.6. Wow, that was for Roman's trial. So Roman gets the ratings. I mean, come on. And pretty soon, the Bloodline storyline is going to end, and Roman's going to go to somebody else, like maybe Bray Wyatt, or somebody else, who knows. And maybe the ratings will go down, because the Bloodline storyline is going to be Kaputski by after SummerSlam. So, we'll have to see what happens with that. Also, speaking of SmackDown, next week's SmackDown will be on FS1, not on Fox for some odd reason. So next week's next week's ratings will suck. So SmackDown will be live, but it'll be on FS1, and that coincides with Death Before Dishonor and Rampage. So a lot of people will be streaming next week, because a lot of people don't have FS1. Like I do. I don't have it on the rich man's dish, so... Because it doesn't come on the fucking chat. I mean, it's not part of the fucking package, which sucks. Even the sports package. Why, I don't know. But yeah, SmackDown next week on FS1. So, there you go. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I'm going to get out of here. Raw's about to start in about 3 minutes. Did I say 3 minutes? Yeah, I said 3 minutes! So, I'm going to get ready for that. And then I might be back later tonight with my Raw review. But then again, maybe late tomorrow, because I got a lot of things to do. Got a lot of errands to run. I got work. I gotta go to the bank to, put my money in and everything. Because I got my check and everything over the weekend. I gotta put money away for my bills, because gotta pay the bills. Just don't get everything for free here. But it is what it is. So we got that tomorrow, and we got NXT tomorrow. Should be a good show. And then we got Dynamite, and then SmackDown, Rampage on Friday, and then Collision and Battle of the Belts on Saturday night. So that's going to be, a lot of, hopefully I can get all those videos up on Sunday, before my break. But if I do a video on Sunday, that will be the break. After I do those videos will be put up on Sunday. That will be the break. So, but we'll see if I can get everything up by late Saturday night. And we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, I gotta go. Raw's about to start. And enjoy Raw tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And that's pretty much it. So once again, Rampage, I gave 6.25 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Continue to subscribe to my channels, all the good shit. And that's pretty much it. So I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cocoot. And if you're not down with that, I'm sorry. You're SOL. And we all know what that means. And if you're still not down with that, I got 3 more words for you. Fuck you, man. Because the train is not stopping for anybody anytime soon. So, deal with it, bitches. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Until next time. Peace.